Oh, sweet mother of
Bacon!
So what'd you think of the season 2 opener? So
what I wanted to know was, it sounded like Miller was referring to something about those cameras.
Yeah, he was basically saying that the security force on Ceres disabled the cameras themselves so that they could steal all that cheese that they confiscated.
But remember,
and the governor's sitting there like, I want to get to the bottom of this, and the whole place smells like cheese farts because all the guards are standing there like basically full of cheese that they stole.
But remember, someone else just disabled the camera. Looking at me all crazy. They disabled the camera when they were humping.
Oh, jeez.
And I thought he was making a reference to that.
Where did you get such a crazy idea?
No, he was talking about, because he came in while they were talking about the cheese that was all over the place on Ceres that one time, because they were talking about the lasagna not having real cheese in it. And he remembered that because, of course, he was a cop on Ceres. He's like, oh, yeah, I remember that. I busted
But the look on her face made me believe that all of a sudden she felt a little self-conscious about the camera.
Well, she might have felt a little self-conscious about it, just remembering the fact that she and Holden did the same thing.
Exactly.
But he didn't know about that, though.
We never know.
How would he? What do you think? He's telepathic?
We never know. He could have been outside the ship. But no. But no. This episode this episode made me wonder where it's going, because all of a sudden we have I'm saying we, I'm talking about the show. They have ejected that virus out there in those rocks. Okay?
Yeah, so they found
that's a scary thing for me. Scary. Then they just shot a person out of the tube.
Well, it was his buddy's dead body.
Exactly.
To be buried in space.
Just like that canister is out there in those rocks.
No, see, there's a big difference here. The body is set adrift. It's just going to float around forever in space. The missile is parked, relatively speaking. So it is basically gravitationally locked to the asteroid that they parked it next to. It's
but
not
the body's not.
No,
the body is
going to drift off into
slowly drifting
into space.
And what if it drift towards the asteroid?
Space, says the introduction to the Hitchhiker's Guide, is big. Really big.
The odds of that happening are literally like one
with this show,
trillions.
With this show, who knows? we have seen radiation poison. We've seen a daggone bacteria. A bacteria that has infected the whole world. We just saw them blow up a whole world. You know
why they did that, right?
I do, but still, I mean, they blew it up.
They did it specifically because they didn't want Earth to get there before they did.
Right, but they blew it up.
Even though they didn't know what was on it.
Nope.
And Earth didn't know what was on it. But they were like, we can't let Earth have it, so we're going to blow it up.
We're watching the beautiful Sorry lady.
Christian Avasarala.
Who please, whoever is the producer of the show.
I'm telling you, they do their makeup like that deliberately so that she doesn't look artificial.
A new makeup artist. Seriously.
Well, you're wrong.
You think that's the weirdest stuff. So any other thoughts on the episode? Or
wait a minute. Amos almost killed Miller.
Sure did.
You know. But now him and Miller are laughing together. So
Amos is a pragmatist. As long as you aren't a problem, he's not going to be a problem.
Well, I'm wondering whether or not all of a sudden, linked on to somebody else. You know how Amos do. All of a sudden, he's linked on.
He looks to people to kind of substitute for the moral compass that he has difficulty having, basically. Like he's a pragmatist. Like I said, he responds purely based on what does it feel like the situation requires.
So
he doesn't really think about stuff like is this the right thing to do? Is it a good thing to do? Miller, I don't think is someone that Amos would see as the person to help him figure out whether something is good or right. Miller is similar in a sense that he approaches things from this is necessary.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So I don't know.
I don't know. I think Amos is still basically looks mostly to Naomi to help him figure that sort of thing out.
He's still looking for direction.
I think he does. I think he is a little shaken in his faith with her because of her lying and keeping that information from him, because obviously that doesn't seem like something that a truly moral person would do, keep something like that from the rest of the team.
But he's still looking for direction.
Yeah.
He's still, at least they got a good lasagna meal out of it. It didn't look that appetizing to me, but, well, I guess that's what you can do in space. Not sure, but...
You don't have real cheese and real milk and all this other stuff. It's kind of hard to make, real lasagna, so...
Well, they seem to be, for one time, acting like a team.
It's like one big happy family.
Getting ready to go into the beyond. I'm afraid where that beyond is going. But,
so, there's a big, gigantic, millions of tons of
question mark
of elephant in the room, so to speak. What do you think is going on Eros?
Let's see, on Eros. Wait a minute, which one is Eros?
Eros was the one that they barely escaped from at the end of season 1, where the proto molecule was taking over the whole thing.
Oh, okay. Ooh.
It's all right. You really don't have enough information to figure out what's going on.
I'm sitting
but
here.
You do know that Protogen did that deliberately to try and learn more about the proto molecule. Right. Well, he was pushing for them to escalate so that Phoebe would be destroyed. He seemed relieved when Mars blew up Phoebe, because his big worry was that they
would find out what it is
and start figuring out what happened there, and then backtrack it to Jules Pierre Mal, which would then backtrack it to Ehrenreich, who was working with him. You know what I mean? So that's why he was so tense, and that's why he kept trying to escalate things, even though Christian kept trying to keep things de-escalated. So anyway, I don't know. I'm trying to think. Is there anything else? What did you think about our new gunnery sergeant from the Martian Marine Corps?
Cuckoo.
She's young.
She has issues,
and
they haven't shown themselves yet.
She really thinks she wants a war. She really does.
I believe she has some problems. For one, even though she acts like a... Well, to me this is not the military, because nobody's saying hoorah. And
I should point out that my mother has never been in the military.
Her pep talk. Look, I earned every stripe, even though I wasn't there.
These are my words, Mother. From Army. The seal is for marksmanship, and the gorilla is for sand racing.
Okay, on that note, we're going to end this episode, because I don't even know what she's talking about anymore.
I do. But the young lady, we will see, because she might be like Holden, always out there trying to start something. So we will see.
Holden's not trying to start something. He's just trying to keep things transparent. And it ends up starting something. His goal is not to actually start problems. One of his big problem is that he doesn't understand that his attempts to be transparent and everything starts trouble. He doesn't quite make that connection.
You know what? Surely he understands by now.
Well, you notice that he's starting to change a little bit, because when he tells Miller, when Miller was like, let's follow the signal back to where it leads, he was like, let's find out what's going on first.
I don't trust.
He is starting to learn a little bit that maybe we shouldn't just go right in, But
we'll see.
But yeah, so anyway, guys, if you like this reaction, please go ahead and hit like, subscribe to the channel for more, all that good stuff. We're gonna be right back, because we're gonna binge this bad boy. I don't know when I'm gonna get all these up, but we are gonna go ahead and plow through it and try to get deeper into this awesome story that's The Expanse. It's really fun watching her little perspective here as we go on. So tune in next time. I hope to see you guys soon, and Merry Christmas out there, guys.
Merry Christmas!
Bye-bye.
And for the military, thank you for your service.
Give them a real hoorah, Mom.
Hoorah!
You sounded worse than them. See, I told you. Anyway, bye-bye, guys.